Today we were taking a look at Westside Grounds, also known as Westside Park. This stadium was located in Chicago, Illinois, and was home to the Chicago Cubs, though they played under numerous different names during their tenure. The Westside Grounds saw great success and many achievements by the Chicago Cubs, including their last World Series win before winning again in 2016. During their time at Westside Grounds, the Cubs appeared in the World Series 4 times, won twice in 1907 and 1908, and won a total of 6 NL pennants during that time. The Cubs played the first game at Westside Park on June 6, 1885 against the St. Louis Maroons. They won that game 9-2 under manager Cap Anson. This was one of the first of many victories that season where the Cubs went 87-25-1, finishing first in the National League and tied with the St. Louis Browns in the World Series. The park was described as having a bathtub-like shape due to the park being surrounded on all 4 sides by streets. The foul lines were speculated to be measured as short as 210 feet, but the other accounts have them as far as 340 feet. The park featured a bicycle track that encircled the playing field, and following the 1891 season, Westside Park was abandoned, and the Cubs went on to play at Southside Park for the 1892 season. On May 14, 1893, the Cubs moved into Second Westside Park. They played the Cincinnati Reds on that day and lost 13-12. However, during the 1893 season, the Cubs split playing time between Southside Park and the Second Westside Park. By midsummer, Southside Park had been abandoned by the team, and the Cubs played solely at Westside Park. This ballpark was also surrounded on all 4 sides by streets, in addition to residential housing. Often fans would sit on top of the housing and watch games to avoid paying for tickets. Additionally, past the left field wall was Cook County Hospital, which was a facility for the mentally ill. Some claimed that they could hear patients from the facility cheering during the game. The original layout for the stadium had a single-tier grandstands that sat 1,250 fans. On August 5, 1894, a fire started at the stadium, burning down the first base grandstands. The section was roped off for repairs, and the team continued to play games at the stadium. The ballpark later expanded seating to 14,200 in 1905, which was much needed following the increased attendance following the team's success. More seating was later added in 1908, increasing the capacity to 16,000. However, around 1910, Westside Park began to show its age, as other stadiums were being built in Chicago. Comiskey Park was built in 1910, and in 1913, Weigman Park was built. After the collapse of the Federal League in 1915, Charles Weigman purchased the Chicago Cubs and moved them into his stadium, which was later renamed Wrigley Field. The Cubs played their final game at Westside Park on October 3, 1915, where the Cubs beat the St. Louis Cardinals 7-2. Westside Park was eventually demolished in 1920 and later became the site of the University of Illinois Medical Center. Thank you for watching, and make sure to like and comment which stadium you would like to see next.